Hey Steve, Joey here. I just wanted to make a... Oh, just a second. Hey Steve! Oh man. Oh yeah. Janelle, get the heck off the couch. Hey Steve, Joey here. Janelle. I'm just wanted to film a little video for you guys. I'm up here visiting Dominic, for the weekend. Up here we're in Hampton, Virginia?
Yes.
Okay, because it's by Norfolk, where Dominic's stationed. But I hope you liked the intro. Went ahead and topped Tim there, so now you have to top me, Tim. We got more lightsabers out there than you. And alright, well, we just want to talk about what we did this weekend. First, Molly and I got here yesterday around noon. It was well, first Dominic was on duty yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had to go visit Dominic on base to see him. We went on base. And I'm going to have cutscenes in this video for you guys. So right now we'll go ahead and we'll cut over to when we were first walking up to the gate to check in to see him on the docks.
So I won, because I did talk to
Janetta, shut up. So that was us walking up to the gate to the pier. Sorry, Dominic just told me it's called the pier, not the gate, or the docks. So once we got onto the pier, we saw Dominic for the first time. He almost walked by me, but I think he was making sure everybody was getting checked in just fine. And now we'll cut to a little video of when I first saw Dominic in his uniform. There's Dominic in his Navy uniform. Some boats behind him. He looks like he's like actually in the Navy or something. Okay, and then once we got on the boat, we got to go to the boat and tour it, and that's why we were going to see him. It was awesome. But I was going to make a little film for you guys on the boat, but why can't I do that, Dom?
Because it's kind of illegal. There's some stuff on there that not really allowed to have just everybody seeing willy-nilly.
It's, I would have probably gotten in a lot of trouble. But I did manage to film 1 second. We're on the boat. After we filmed that little bit there, we got to go down in and see little parts of the boat. We couldn't see all of it, of course, because it was very secretive and classified. But we got to see a lot of it, really, I felt like. I mean, because it was a lot bigger than the boat. You guys are used to the submarine, where is it, the Science Center. And that one's like real small. This one has what?
It's got 3 different decks on it. It's definitely a lot roomier, but still not even close to the biggest that we currently have.
Yeah, it was,
I don't know.
Oh, it's what's your boat called?
It's the USS Scranton. It's a Los Angeles class. It's a 688I.
Okay, well, we know nothing about what we're talking about there. But it's USS Scranton, named after Scranton, PA, which is kind of cool if you're an Office fan. And then after we toured the boat, we went back to our cars, and you had to go back to the boat because you were on duty.
Yep.
And then we went to Red Robin for dinner. You didn't go with us.
Would have been nice.
It wasn't that great. We were going to go to Cheddar's, but the line was so long outside, so we didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to bed, and we woke up this morning, and what did we do?
Well, by the time you woke up, I had already been here, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much had some goldenrod. It's good.
If you guys don't know, it's like a hobo meal, really, goldenrod. It's like a poor man's meal, but it's good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Definitely something I haven't had in quite a while.
And then we went to Williamsburg, and it was really nice. They're all wearing the same color today. Here we are in Williamsburg. Pretty cool. We walked all the way down that street. Really cool houses and stuff. Everything's closed though. We got here late. My mom wanted to go to the Yankee candle store. Apparently it's like the biggest in the country. It was huge. And as you could imagine, it was a candle store, so it was really boring and stupid. But we're here now. It's kind of cool. And yeah, well, that's it, Steve. We'll look, it's a ghost town. No one's here. What was your favorite part of Williamsburg?
Well, personally, I just like the scenery of it all. Just the area in general.
They try to, like, most of the stuff's restored, actually. It's not all from that period, but
No, it's all.
but they try to get it
restored.
to as authentic as possible, right?
Yeah.
And well, then I recorded my favorite part of Williamsburg. Favorite part of Williamsburg. I don't know if you can see it that well on the camera, but the moss on the roof there, you can see it now. That's it. Dominic makes fun of me because I like the moss on top of the buildings, but I try to explain to him, and I swear this is true. I'm not a scientist, but I don't think I'm making this up either. It's supposed to be good for the buildings that the moss is on there. One, it insulates it for the wintertime, keeps heat in, and then two, the moss on top will deflect the heat off in the summertime, the sun.
Yeah, but even if that is true, it still sounds a lot like he's just talking a lot of bull, which he's very well known for, obviously.
He is not. Lies. Lies, sir. Okay, and then, well, then we just started getting goofy because it was taking a while. So here's a little something I just saw in Williamsburg. I think the first one I'm going to cut to here is the courthouse. So I lived back in Colonial Williamsburg time. I would work there because it is the courthouse. Trust me, I'm a lawyer. And that's horse poop. I thought it was funny. And the next thing we're going to cut to is, well, after the courthouse, what did I do? It was, oh, do you guys know who Orlando Jones is? Apparently he owns a house there. On a house in Williamsburg that's owned by Orlando Jones. I better catch up with my crew. Maybe that wasn't as funny as, I thought the first one was a lot funnier, the horse poop, okay? It's pretty good. Okay, and then the next thing, we knew we had to Steve somebody, so we got Dominic to Steve somebody, so.
Yeah, it wasn't quite loud.
No, you can't really hear him doing it, because Dominic kind of mumbles when he's like talking to strangers anyway. He's not the best Stever. I probably should have done it, but.
I'm better if I'm screaming out of a car. In fact, my wife usually locks the windows, so I can't anymore. I also just scream at people. It's a lot of fun.
I will admit that a walking Steve is pretty hard. It's pretty hard to pull off. After that, we went to, well, we went back here and we had dinner. We had homemade lasagna. It was great. My mom did it. Our mom did it. And that was it.
In case anybody did not know that we were related. Although, you know, enough people.
It's hard for me. We don't look alike.
No, I was told by plenty of people on the boat that, who was that guy walking around with you? And I was like, my brother? I was like, you guys look nothing alike.
They were like, he's so much better looking than you.
Probably. I mean, hell. He's not even slightly overweight. What the hell?
Oh, man. Oh, man. But anything I missed?
Not anything I can think of. You did cover the fact that we went to the Yankee Candle store. And, yeah, that's about all of it.
Oh, yeah, I talked about that. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a restaurant I found in Williamsburg. Dominic's apparently seen it before and hasn't told it. He should have told me before, but it's Mama Steve's. Whenever I first had Matt on video, I went ahead and asked him 3 questions, or 2 questions, I don't remember. But I'm going to go ahead and ask Dominic 3 now. Do you remember, okay, do you remember when you first met all the Steves? And what is your earliest, what is your earliest memory of the Steves? So first we'll go over Chad.
Chad, the first memory I really have is actually also the first memory I have with Tim.
Okay, we'll cover those 2 at the same time.
Which was we were all down at Chad's house, and we were outside by the yeah, I can't remember the name of what the contraption is called. Anyway, we're outside. I remember Tim comes over. He's walking over all happy, like got this like Limp Bizkit CD, I believe it was. He ended up getting swiftly punched in the balls by Chad, actually, because
sounds like something Chad
apparently Chad decided that this would be the most funny thing in the world. To which we then left Tim on the ground, writhing in pain, while we went inside and played some GoldenEye.
Hey Steve, I'm editing this video that Dominic and I did the other day, and I wanted to get it posted today, but it's like I'm gonna have to editing a lot because of the time constraints. So I'm not continuing the story about Tim and Chad, because he just goes on forever, just to say that we went back and checked and Tim was still on the ground after a while, and then he left eventually, and he couldn't even remember that the contraption he was talking about was a trampoline. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit some more of this, and I'll go ahead and add little videos like this to let you know what I'm doing. Alright. So, what about Matt?
Matt.
Alright, Dominic's earliest memory that he went on to talk about Matt was Super Soaker, like some kind of little battle we had in the alleyway at the Twin Towers. So it was, I don't know, he just went on, there was a lot of ums, so I just went ahead and cut it all out. Alright, what about me? Alright. Dominic's little thing about me was he remembers staying up behind the couch for Santa Claus all night. We thought we'd stay up. We, of course, fell asleep, but we hid behind the couch because we were going to surprise him. But, yeah, that's his earliest memory of me. Real quick, what have you been up to lately? Alright, what Dominic's been up to, took him like 10 minutes to get through this, so I'll just go ahead and cover real quick. He got promoted to E4. He got his driver's license. Really big deal. He got his Dolphins submarine qualification so he can keep his job in the Navy. It's really, I mean, it's a pretty great career achievement. And he got a new car, and he got a new house, and that's what we filmed this whole video, is in Dominic's house. So, yeah, there's that. And a big reason I had to cut a lot of it out was his roommate Larson grabbed the hold of the camera at one point, and it just, I don't know, it was all messed up. So I went ahead and just edited all that out. Alright, I did ask Dominic the third question to the 12-year-old self question, and it took him forever to answer, and if he ever wants to actually answer that, I'll let him go ahead and make a video. So I cut out the whole last part of the video. Basically, I try to convince him that he should join us, if that's alright with you, Steve, because, you know, he visits all these countries all over the world, and I think it'd be awesome to see a little bit of that, you know, from his travels, and for him to introduce us to stuff that we probably will never see, ever. So, yeah. That's basically it. I'll go ahead and throw in a little bonus scene at the end here. This is, Molly, Janetta, and Dominic all helped me with the lightsaber scene at the beginning, and I gave them specific instructions, and we even did a little run-through before we went out there of how they were supposed to turn on their lightsabers. We're going to be Molly to the left first, then Dominic in the center, and then Janetta on the right. And, like, the first take, Dominic, like, immediately turned on his lightsaber before anybody else had messed it up. But this is that little outtake. So, and that's it for now, Steve. Hope to hear from you guys soon. You guys need to get on the ball and get some videos made. Alright? Bye. Hey, Steve. Joey here. Just wanted to... just a second. Hey, Steve! My God, how would you mess that up?